Hey, it's Clay, and this will be a video chart on ticker symbol UNFI. We will take a look at the daily time frame. Quite the eventful day today. Gap down, and all this was happening on well above average volume. But from the technical chart now, this is starting to put the price down around some very interesting areas. So the main level to keep an eye on going forward from the support standpoint is right down here at $7.75. And I do want to make note real quick that by no means am I trying to come across like this is some sort of great discovery on my part or that I have some sort of special skill. Actually, quite the opposite. I assure you, people that use charts, understand charts, have taken notice of the same level and are going to be wondering the same thing. And I bring all that up because when a lot of eyeballs are watching the same area and wondering the same thing, call it a self-fulfilling prophecy, call it whatever you want. It can produce some pretty, dynamic price movements. And that's what we have here at this green line around 775. Going back through the history of things, you can see there's quite the track record of it acting as support there, and then just a lot of price congestion right around that area. So there's the price has been down around that time, and as past history shows, it's not like it's the exact area, but that's one thing to remember. Support resistance levels are not exact specific prices. There is a range element associated with it, but you can see here from looking at it as just kind of a little range, there's been quite a bit of history right around that area. But that brings up the point, well, what happens if that 775-ish area does not hold? Well, then at that point, and there's no such thing as a guarantee, but it would not be shocking at all to see the price potentially drift down to that $7 mark. Now, again, that doesn't mean it's for sure happening, but it wouldn't be shocking at all, especially if it's a higher volume break to the downside of 775. So again, from the support side of things, if 775 does not hold up, then the next key overall level of support down there at that round number of $7. Now, in the event, because you got to give some credit where credit's due in the world of candlesticks, we would call this a spinning top doji candle, meaning an indecision candle. So maybe this is some sort of bottom that's forming. In the event it is the start of some sort of bottom, and the price starts to head back up, where are these levels of resistance at? First and foremost, key level of resistance now to keep an eye on is going to be that purple line there, the 50-day simple moving average. And that is just based on a foundational rule in charting, which states when levels of support are broken and closed below, they tend to act as resistance. And yes, going into today, that 50-day moving average would have been considered an area of support. But now that the price is down below it, $9.60 is going to be that key level of resistance with any sort of bounce to the upside. So again, yes, overall today in and of itself a very rough day, but looking at multiple days here and multiple weeks and quite frankly multiple months, the price is sitting around some very interesting technical areas. So we'll see if the price can stabilize out and gets any sort of bounce back to the upside or not. One of the biggest questions that I get is, hey Clay, how do you find the stocks that you trade? So what I've done is put together a free resource guide where I talk about the tools that I use to locate stocks that I find interesting and think may have potential. So if that sounds like something that could add value to you as a trader, then click on the image that is up on the screen right now and I will email you the guide. The guide itself is very short and to the point, and best part, it's completely free. Thanks for watching the video. Let me know if you have any questions.